Hey guys, welcome to Punk Rock Storytellers Unplugged. I'm your host, Brad Hesse. Today we got a great show planned for you. Quick announcement, we are still fundraising a little bit. Tonight we're raising money for the Chicago Bail Fund. That's the link right there. We're just trying to get people home who have been falsely arrested or whatever for peaceful protests and whatever. So just donate, and so far we've raised $600, which is double our goal. And anyway, it's enough of that. We're gonna have some fun now. Tonight I've got Sean, Christian, and Adam from the band Ivypaint, great Orlando emo pop punk band. And
hey, howdy, hey everybody. How's it going?
Hey guys, how you doing?
We're doing great. We're just over in
Going
Orlando.
good. How are things in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, I mean, it's as most of the world's there's a lot going on, obviously, but we're just staying positive despite everything. These guys have been playing a lot of video games, a lot of Call of Duty Warzone, a lot of gym for these bad boys as well. And then me, I've just been trying to write some more music during all these times,
It's almost like you have endless amounts of time, but it seems like it's gone so fast too.
Yeah, it's like you kind of lose tracks of the days, but they feel super long, and then all of a sudden it's a month has passed.
I have to count off, I don't even know what day it is anymore. I have to just count off how many days I've been at work, and then I figure out where it is. It's oh, it's Tuesday. Okay, I've been on 5 days.
Yeah, it's kind of the same vibe with me. Everyone's always hey, are you free to the band, especially Jason and Christian? They're hey, can you FaceTime Friday? I'm what day is it today? It's that kind of vibe.
Oh yeah, it all's kind of running together. All right, I'm gonna let you guys do your thing.
All right, sweet. So I'm gonna take off this bad boy, and then we are gonna play a song called Lake Bessie, and it goes like this.
Sounds like this when I'm trying my best. Am I doing this well? Am I doing this right? Sweet suburban tune coming from your room, still stuck in my mind. Catch myself waiting most every night. Honey, it's been ages since last time. 4 a.m. escape, bench by your lake. Just thought I'd swing by. Oh, let me meet your family. Let me know your name. I wanna love your company, but I'd hate to pick up the pace. Guess you're wrong when you say he's what you need. Don't these words say mean anything? 'Cause I love your company, but you don't feel the same about me. Sounds like this when I'm trying my best. Am I doing this well? Am I doing this right? Summer sun couldn't match what you've got. The bright side on the love of mine. Stay awake with me in my routine. Loneliness finds its way too easily. All the words I've said, don't you forget. You're the chance worth taking. You're the chance worth taking. You're the chance worth. Let me meet your family. Let me know your name. I wanna love your company, but I hate to pick up the pace. Darling, I don't think he's what you need. Don't these words to say mean anything? Let me meet your family. Let me know oasis when I'm falling for you, but you find the time when I'm falling behind. Come again, I didn't catch what you said, or will you turn me down, cause I'm not quite your type. Oasis when I'm falling for you, but you find the time when I'm falling behind. Come again, I didn't catch what you said, or will you turn me down, cause I'm not quite your type. Ooh, oasis when I'm falling for you, but you find the time when I'm falling behind. Oasis when I'm falling for you, but you find the time when I'm falling behind. Come again, I didn't catch what you said, or will you turn me down, cause I'm not quite your type.
Sweet. That was our song Lake Bessie. It is the first song from our EP, Quiet Compassion. And then we're going to go right on over to the next song called Bonnie Situation. That's actually a Pulp Fiction reference. I say that every time. All right. And it goes like this.
I'm going blind, another unpleasant side sight has left a dent on me, sore eyes I leave. But I don't know how, no, I don't know how to find a way around these muted lights. Follow crumbs off carpet floors I speak. My mouth's gone dry, now my mouth's gone dry. Step off the pedestal that holds you so high. Run away from the perfect crime. Blame yourself when he hangs you out to dry. I'll be better before, now I'm worse after. Wipe the dust off the sugar and chapters. Run away from the perfect crime. Always drink from the glass half full despite. Where the hell have you been? I know I can't avoid the signs. Don't you dare compare this to the way it was. White lies won't satisfy. This is what you wanted, don't it feel good? White lies won't satisfy. Step off the pedestal that holds you so high. And all the evidence that says that you were mine. Run away from the perfect crime. Blame yourself when he hangs you out to dry. I'll be better before, now I'm worse after. Wipe the dust off the sugar and chapters. Run away from the perfect crime. Say I never existed. Curse all my wishes. I still hear your smile. It's been here a while. You're pouring my downfall. I'm under the weather. I'm stuck in the cycle of love or repeat. Run away from the perfect crime. Steal my love, steal my time. Run away from the perfect crime. Play yourself when he hangs you out to dry. I'll be better before, I'm worse after. Wipe the dust off all these chapters. Run away from the perfect crime.
Thank you. Sweet. So we have at least two more songs. The next one is the new song that we just dropped. How many days ago was that? A little bit over a week, maybe.
A week. I think it almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, almost 2 weeks, I believe. But
It's hard to keep track.
It's like 10 days ago. About 10 days tomorrow.
basically, yeah. So this is a love song. It's a cheesy love song, despite all the doom and gloom songs that we have in our discography. But yeah, it's called Head Rush, and we're gonna play it for you. Sweet.
In the hour, you play it safe, always keep it together. You're innocent, prim and proper, that's what they say. Troublemaker, back on track, find my inspiration. Hey girl, always know what you're doing. You and I, we got it so right. You and I, yeah, we just might be good now, be good now, be good for goodness sake. Be good now, be good now, be good for goodness sake. When your world is upset, I'll set it right side up again. They said rush as you're feeling dizzy, I'll make it make sense. I'll quiet the noisiness. They said rush as you're feeling dizzy. You're dizzy. What's mad when I'm out this hour? Play the cards, sticking out just to see ya. Fill the list, crazy plans, but ya check it off. Write another, run away, find a place down in Tampa. Soaking sun, melts away from the drama. You and I, we got it so right. You and I, yeah, we just might be good now, be good now, be good for goodness sake. Be good now, be good now, be good for goodness sake. When your world is upset, I'll set it right side up again. They said rush as you're feeling dizzy, I'll make it make sense. I'll quiet the noisiness. They said rush as you're feeling dizzy. You and I got it so right. 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 When your world is upset, I'll set it right side up again. They said rush as you're feeling dizzy, I'll make it make sense. I'll quiet the noisiness. They said rush as you're feeling dizzy. When your world is upset, I'll set it right side up again. They said rush as you're feeling dizzy. They said rush as you're feeling dizzy. They said rush as you're feeling dizzy.
Sweet. Yeah, throw that one in into your love playlist for your significant other, for your honey boo boo. All right, and I don't know what time. How are we doing on time? Should I pull out an acoustic one? Just the Sean Duong. Yeah. I'll let you guys mingle in the background.
All right.
So I'm gonna try to get another positive song for my discography. This one is also another lovey-dovey one. And yeah, it goes out to a special someone. She's not watching this right now, but it is for her. I'm kidding. It's funny. Yeah.
She's gonna see that.
It's called Distract Me, and it goes like this. Take a water break.
Nervous outsider sat beside her, ask her out. Don't overthink things, slow your breathe and count it out. Aren't you the new face? Let me show you around town. I thought you'd never make the effort. Let's get out. Now let's get out. Are you sure you're sure about this? I'm sure only if you are. Let's live in the moment. Let you know that you're a moment. Please forgive my manners, but you're awfully distracting. And distract me. Distract me. Lonely reporter, cutting corners, write it down. Pulse of fire, high and tired, turn around. That look on her face when I opened up my mouth. Popped her the question, one is sitting on the ground. Let's lock it down. Are you sure you're sure about this? I'm sure only if you are. Let's live by the moment. Let you know that you're a moment. Please forgive my manners, but you're awfully distracting. You distract me. Don't distract me.
Sweet. All right. And then
Jason,
I like the plugs.
he's with us in spirit.
All right. And then we're going to play one more song. It's our biggest song. We're pretty thankful for what the song has done for us. But yeah, it hit somehow despite coming from the smallest town, the small suburbs of Orlando. This one actually hit it decently big, I'd like to say. So we're super thankful about all that, all of our fans, all the help we've gotten. But yeah, this one's called Little Liaison. And a 1, a 2, a skilly-dilly-do. I'm kidding.
Carefully crafting, no, I wouldn't leave. Would you look at me? Would you feel loving? Keep being your kid or keep being mine. So I just let you down. Here's a suggestion for quiet compassion. Leave your door open, decor on your wall. You play the artist, and I'll play the thief, till I just let you down. These words will be the ones you won't forget. What the hell makes you and me different? Never more than this inside your head. Who do you love now? Colors in these veins don't glow like they used to. They won't do it for you, won't do it for me. Little liaison, now where have you gone? Have I just let you down? These words will be the ones you won't forget. What the hell makes you and me different? Never love now. Watch you start over like I never could, and run through rough patches of places we stood. Wallow aloud and forget to forgive, ever to be the optimist. Watch you start over like I never could, run through rough patches of places we stood. Wallow aloud and forget to forgive, ever to be the optimist. Ever to be the optimist. These words will be the ones you won't forget. I don't think that I'm used to this yet. No, 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 never more than this inside your head. Who do you love now? Who do you love now?
Nice whammy. Sweet. So that is the last song of our set. I'm gonna put my guitar down now. Wait, let me pressure baby. Oh, that's a guitar stand.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
All right,
That was
the great return of Brad. How's it going, man?
that was awesome, guys.
Thank you.
So I always like to play this game as I'm like listening to everybody every day, like because everybody gets their own day when we do the like episode, because it's like hard to listen to everybody when you're booking. So it's like the whole day is like a good chunk of the day is dedicated to each individual artist's music.
Mhm.
And I was listening to you now, as I'm listening to you earlier, I'm having trouble trying to figure out who you guys' influences are.
So honestly, I feel like each of us in the band have like different influences. Jason and I are probably the most similar in terms of pop punk, but also veering into like the emo side. Bands like, of course, you know, Blink-182, Green Day, as most like pop punk bands say. But even like going to like the 2005s and mid 2000s with All Time Low, My Chemical Romance, of course, Fall Out Boy, Simple Plan, Mayday Parade, etc. Those kind of bands for me specifically. A little bit of Jason as well. And then also I go a little bit into like even the emo side. In a way, I'm not sure if that's like the right genre, but the newer bands like Citizen, Moose Blood, Movements, Law Dispute, etc. In terms of these guys, you want to say some of your influences? I gotta speak a little bit louder.
I mean, influences like just in music in general. What got me into playing, like I played electric guitar since I was about like 8, but the thing that really got me into it is I've always loved like metal music. I listened to like a lot of Avenged Sevenfold.
Yes.
Is what like got me into like really playing the guitar. Now I like a lot more like technical stuff, like Polyphia and like Chon and stuff like that. It's typically like what I tend to gravitate towards in terms of the style I like to play. But obviously that changes a little bit when we're writing because we're definitely in a different genre than that. But that's like my biggest like musical influence for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, for me, definitely, I grew up with like a lot of classic rock, like Kiss, Bon Jovi, stuff like that. But I got into like pop punk and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed. That's what made me start playing like bass and guitar. But I appreciate all types of music. I mean, metal, classic rock, pretty much anything, honestly. But
yeah.
you know,
These guys are really into like guitar aficionados, and like despite Adam being the bassist of the band, he kind of got the short end of the stick because he is originally a guitarist. But we've had conversations about sticking to a 4-piece band because I've thought about like being just a vocalist and then having him be on rhythm guitar and then finding another bassist. But we're still in talks about that, so we're not sure. But anyways, that's a little tangent.
I could tell him a little bit in his playing, as far as being a bass player, that you can tell he played a little bit of guitar in there because it's not just a simple, rhythm there's actually a little bit of a groove in there.
Yeah, Adam definitely tries like to avoid sticking to just the rhythm. I mean, to just the root notes. He tries to spice it up. I definitely catch him on that. I mean, I tell him like it's fine if you just want to play the root notes, but he likes to spice it up, add some music theory stuff that I don't really know about.
I've always dug that though. Like, I mean, just bass players who are a little more creative than just simple root notes, though, or just
Yeah, I mean, I personally am not a bassist myself. I mean, if I like ever played bass, I'd probably be that type of bassist to just play the root notes. But I know, I mean, I know even like bassists like from All Time Low, like Zachary Merrick, I believe his name is. He like plays some spicy bass lines as well. But yeah.
Christians. Like, I could tell with his guitar playing, too. Like, when he said he's a lot more into like more technical stuff and more metal oriented stuff, I can tell because like he there's like a use of atmosphere almost in his playing.
Yeah, he. Should I hand over the headphones to him? Actually, I didn't. I should
Yeah, if you want, yeah, you guys can play it past the headphones.
How, like your playing has more like technical and like atmospheric
Oh yeah.
vibe to it.
Sorry, what was the question?
No, I was just like I'm making simple observations too. It's like I noticed you were when you said you like metal. It's like okay, I could totally see that. Just because like you're playing more technical parts, and then like there's a use of atmosphere in there too, which I thought that was kind of rad.
Yeah, I mean that's just I've always liked like more intricate like style of playing. I've never done like just rhythm. So whenever we're like writing new music, especially, my ideas are often far more far fetched, and Sean has to like dial me down a little bit because I'll give him an idea for a song, and it'll be like double the speed of what we normally play, or just too many notes to the point where he wouldn't even be able to keep up with the vocals. So he usually kind of has to calm me down. So, but we find a good balance.
Yeah, I think we all complement each other in terms of like the parts, like not weaknesses per se, but like the parts where we're not as like strong. Because I am not as good as like the technical stuff. I am always like really into sticking to like the melody as like the most important part of like the songs. But I always like I still think it's just as important, honestly, for like all the lead guitar and like special little tidbits and the nuances of bass and lead guitar and drums as well, obviously.
It almost it adds like almost like a jammy quality too. Like if you guys were to play live, it could open up so much potential as far as like just simple jamming almost and transitional stuff.
Yeah, in terms of like jammy, I just like I just if I can tell a song like kind of makes you like want to like nod your head, like kind of do that like back and forth thing, or like if it can like open up a mosh pit, I feel like if you can feel that the song is capable of opening up a nice huge humongous circle pit, and I think that's where I feel like I'm confident in like a song's ability.
Now, do you guys typically like you guys have some louder stuff I've like for live shows and everything, like louder, faster, or
Yeah, honestly, we stick. I've been trying to personally slow down the tempos a little bit, but
okay.
on our first EP, like we go to like 200 beats per minute, like on all the songs, and it
Yeah.
it can almost be like a problem in a way because we run through our sets so quickly because of how quick the songs are. But
Right, yeah.
we are all about like having like the most energy possible every single when we used to play shows, obviously. We loved just like sweating and just like headbanging as hard as possible and jumping around and seeing the crowd go wild.
I almost miss being heckled. Like
Yeah, no, I definitely miss like feeling the awkward like time between songs where like you can tell like either you're taking too long to like start the next song, or like the set's like running too long or something like that. I'm definitely familiar with that.
yeah, like I've gotten there's been a few shows where I like drank a little too much. Like never enough to where it's like screwing up my playing or anything, but like I got more chatty.
No, that's good. I mean, sometimes I wish that like these guys always had mics whenever we played live, because I want us to have like more like stage banter in a way. But we're also like, I feel like all of us except Jason, honestly, Jason's the drummer. All of us are like a little bit more introverted in a way. Like it's not that I'm shy, it's that like I don't know, I'm not as good as having like Blink 182 kind of banter like Mark Hoppus and like Tom DeLonge. And even if Jason, despite like how Jason is the drummer, like he doesn't have a mic to like help with the banter too, so that can kind of be something. But when we start playing shows again, I definitely want to try to have all of us like have mics and chit chat between.
It could be fun. Like honestly, like we've given our drummer a mic a couple times because like we're upping harmonies and everything now. Like we're trying to do more like harmonic stuff like that. Right now we're a 3-piece. We're looking at a 4th guy right now to play like another guitar.
That's sick. So, what instrument do you play in the band? Or are you? I mean, you're the vocalist as well, right?
Yeah, I'm this. Yeah, we'll go with vocalist.
Yeah.
I'm the guitarist too, so.
So is there like a? I mean, what genre are you guys?
So we're like kind of like right down the middle between like ska and pop punk, like early Blink meets like the Impossibles.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I do not know much of ska besides like Real Big Fish, because of like Warped Tour. And okay, I guess Less Than Jake counts too.
They're a huge influence on us too. Like we used to have horns and everything, but then we started like we got to a point where like we got down to one horn player and he kind of was like not showing up as much as we like, so we started doing like the cool pop punk leads, which is where early Blink kind of came in.
Cool. Do you have like a favorite Blink album yourself?
It's between Buddha and Dude Ranch.
Ooh, that's a rare choice. I feel like a good. I mean, I'm not even one of those people, but I feel like maybe 60% or more like would say like Enema.
Enema had its great songs, honestly. Like I that was the first one I got into, but then it's just like shortly after getting Enema of the State, I found Cheshire Cat, which I heard was the first time I heard Carousel, and it was just like,
oh my god,
that fucking did it for me. Like it was like that was what turned me. That and NoFX were what made me like I'm punk now. I'm punk. I'm gonna find that and like I'm running with this now. This is my lifestyle choice.
That's cool. So like
I am gonna disappoint my parents for the rest of my life.
Oh, you don't have to tell me about that. I'm like switching between like college and like the band. I'm going to college in like Tampa, so like I'm like driving back and forth a few hours between like for the band and then also like school. But I think I'm finding a nice happy place between the two.
Yeah, you gotta have that balance too.
Yeah, and then I mean these guys are just chilling here themselves, so they don't have as much of a traveling situation.
That brings me to like that's actually a good. I have a really good talk point. What are their favorite 2 Blink albums?
Ooh. Do you guys have favorite Blink? I mean, I don't know how much you listen to Blink.
I don't think I listen to him enough to have like a favorite. I don't know if that's sacrilegious being in like a pop punk band. I don't listen to him enough to have like a favorite album.
It kind of helps though.
My 2 favorite, Enema of the State and California.
Dude, did you hear this guy? He just said California.
End of the spectrum. Those are my 2 favorite.
I mean, okay. I definitely like California more than 9.
Yes.
I mean, Enema of the State's classic. Yeah, I like that one.
Enema of the State. That's pretty iconic.
Way to College. Those are great.
No, I saw. Unfortunately, I mean, I have seen Blink-182 live, but it was when
with Matt. Yeah.
I appreciate Matt Skiba for what he's doing, but I think I've always liked like the Tom like led songs more from the Blink-182 anyways. Where are you? And I'm so
Yeah, I do. Oh, self-titled was so good too.
no, literally like I so mine switches on like a day-to-day basis, but I had like a self-titled like phase, and I literally painted my like high school parking lot the self-titled like album cover with like the smiley face, so
That's a
everyone
good.
could tell just how emo I was.
Um, and like, I don't want to shit all over California either, but like it wasn't what it was for what it was. It was solid in a way, but like I was expecting it to be more like Skiba like contributions, like
Yeah, I thought it would have been
hints of
like
alkaline.
exactly. I wanted more like alkaline trio like influence with like the darker tones of how their band has. And like I thought, I mean, there. If anything, I feel like the songs that came out in like the deluxe edition, like were those kind of songs. I loved all of those
Yes.
songs.
Parking lot. I love that one.
Yeah, no, that's just like that's the like the 28-second song, right? Or
Yes.
is it? Yeah. I love those ones.
And then like cynical, I liked a lot.
Yeah, the singles were pretty good in my opinion, but like I don't know, it seemed like
It didn't have great deep cuts. Like
I mean, it's also just like a product of. I don't know if you know about like John Feldman as a producer. But,
very polished work.
yeah, I mean, sometimes we go into that territory as well, but he's like it's a blessing and a curse, you know.
Like he does make stuff sound like okay. As far as production quality, like that first Goldfinger album, like because he was a like co-producer on that, he has some cool ideas. Like it was his idea, like on a lot of that to tune the snare a little higher, and had a very unique snare sound. So he has a lot of cool ideas, but and he's very like it's very polished and everything. But
I mean, were you like
for
influenced by
Goldfinger,
like I've honestly heard like maybe their singles like they're considered ska, right?
ska and pop punk, yeah. I would say a little bit like they're kind of right down the middle too.
Yeah. Do you listen to any like newer bands? Like maybe like during the last decade, I guess.
Tiger's Jaw.
Oh, yeah, that they're a big influence on me as well.
Um,
The album
God.
with the pizza. I don't know if that's the self-titled. That's self-titled, right?
Yeah. I can't say they're within the last decade because like Wonder Years have been around forever, but they're one of my favorites.
Yeah, The Greatest Generation, definitely one of my like.
Oh my god! Right, passing through a screen door,
dude,
fucking
like,
phenomenal song.
Album, like, the bottom is just like literally like one of the best creations, like in pop punk, in my opinion.
Some days with that album, it hits me so much harder though.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
The lyrics.
Yeah, I feel like I don't. Now that I think about it, like I feel like Soupy Campbell or Dan Soupy Campbell like has a lot more influence on me than I thought. Like the way that he like writes his lyrics, like I try to. I don't know. I feel like I like kind of studied it in a way, to at least like when I first started songwriting. Same. I mean, I don't know if you ever listened to like The Story So Far, or at least like the earlier stuff.
Yeah, I got more into them. It's weird. I just started getting more into them like within the past few months. It's which is so weird. They've been around for so long. It's because I didn't hear Quicksand soon enough.
Dude, Quicksand. Oh my god, what a song!
That song is such a banger that it got me into the rest of them. Like,
yeah. So, and then, do you ever listen to like Knuckle Puck as well?
Yes,
dude.
I
feel like
little man overboard as well.
This dude is like the biggest like Knuckle Puck like stan fanboy of all time. He's like, I don't know if you're familiar. The bassist of that band is like he tries to like imitate how he appears, like in the sense that bassist like wears jerseys like every show they play, and now this guy tries to steal that idea.
Yes, you're here.
Oh, you just.
Thank you for reminding us.
You just reminded Christian about the birthday present he got for Adam.
You can show it on there too.
Please show it. Like what even he ordered.
Because he wears jerseys so much.
That's
yes.
Adam's
his last name.
and it just says Ivypaint on it.
Yes.
There you go, your birthday present. Finally, it's been months. But there
It's
you
been a
go.
while. Anyways, sorry, that was another tangent.
No, that was great.
Jersey.
Hell yeah! I forgot about this. This is so dope.
He's wearing that every show now. Like you guys know that now, right?
You just never watch that.
No, never. I don't watch any of
And
them.
then when you're like 40, just like
Yep.
sell it on eBay for a few
Well, I'll
few
sign it.
grand.
Speaking of merch, Sean, speaking of merch.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Like
Okay, well, Adam wants me to plug the fact. I mean, we just started a merch store with a few designs, and one of the designs on there are literally like a meme, and it's just a picture of like a super terrible picture of Adam playing live.
You wish.
It's a terrible picture of Adam playing live, and it just says Chankus, but in like a super like deathcore font. I feel like that's like the shirt that's like sold the most out of like all of them. But anyways,
I have
enough.
a few hoodies, so it's good.
Yeah,
It's going well right now.
yeah.
Better than I thought.
we
Anyways,
that kind of reminds me too, like because I've spoiled like something for a friend of mine a couple episodes back. Like we got to talking about like Star Wars. He just started getting back into the franchise again, and like he was like he quit watching after Attack of the Clones, so he has like all these movies to catch up on. And I had ended up accidentally spoiling everything for like accidentally just completely. I was like, oh yeah, you know this guy dies and this guy what?
that's
So
heartbreaking.
he came up with this hashtag. Brad ruins everything.
I'm gonna. Do you have merch of that? I will personally sport that.
We are actually. I am actually thinking of getting like a silk screening kit, like, and just screening a bunch of shirts that say "Brad ruins everything," because a lot of people are saying it should be a shirt.
Yeah, no, I agree. I would love that. Just like a simple like. I don't know if you're familiar with like the Man Overboard like defend pop punk like just do like a that
Yes.
kind of vibe.
Yeah, we'll probably put the name of the show on there, very small, like almost fine print underneath.
Yeah, no, I definitely support that.
Because there's like now a lot of interest for it, so I was like, I should just do it, like learn how to screen everything.
Yeah, I mean, we made like a bulk order of like our first design of merch, just the one design, and we still have like 200 shirts left or something. That's really sad. I mean, we were planning on like selling them at like some shows that were gonna happen that we had planned, during this year, but of course, with everything going on, so now there's just like 2 boxes of shirts just sitting in my house.
It's weird, like you'll be sitting on like merch for so long, and then you have one show where it kind of almost cleans you out. So you order a bunch more, and then it lasts like another few years. Like,
yeah, I mean, okay, sorry. Anyways, continue.
no, that was pretty much it right there. Like,
Yeah, no, it's Star Wars. I'm gonna go like, how big are you into like Star Wars? I mean, I know we're.
oh, love it.
Have you seen the final season of the Clone Wars?
I haven't seen that one yet. I got through them, started watching The Mandalorian,
Okay, great show.
and then like they announced the other season. I'm like, God, I can't switch back right now.
Yeah, no, honestly, this might be sacrilegious in itself, but I feel like the last season of the Clone Wars, or at least like a certain few episodes of it, might be like my favorite like Star Wars content of all time.
The new stuff sucks.
I did not expect to go into that show like I had no expectations for it. I was just like, it's Star Wars. I'll give it a shot, you know. Right. And like I'm watching it, and it's like, this is awesome.
Yeah. No, it's like you would think it's like it is an animation, and then you think it's like a kids show, but like that show gets so dark.
Oh yeah, like what is it like? Not so much in the first, like about episode 4, it was like I think where it started turning like because it had its darker moments. It had like it was great all around.
Yeah, no, they. I can talk about Star Wars for hours, honestly, and like the MCU, Marvel, and like basically like all things like comic book movies. Like I'm all over that.
I can get into the MCU more now. Like when as I was preparing for Infinity War when that first came out,
Yeah.
like, and then like because I had missed so many movies in there, I'm like, well, I got to see the storyline. I'll just look up the best chronological way to watch it, and then it's like 30 something hours of viewing, but like you're sitting there like watching it go like getting into this.
The best investment you can make with your time.
Yes, I was like, you know what, time well spent.
Yeah.
The MCU, Star Wars, and Community I can talk about forever.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to get into like that like genre of shows with like Community, Parks and Rec, The Office, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but like there's just so many of them that I'm just like so overwhelmed that I just like haven't gone started.
You like movies and you like a lot. It's got a lot of cool like it's out there like a little bit. That's why I like Community. It's like very meta. It like delves into like a lot of weird things. Like they have Dungeons and Dragons episodes. They have paintball episodes. It was like some of the funniest episodes are those, and then like they do weird things like alternate timelines and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I think I definitely appreciate that. I should probably start watching that now that I have like no job and like no time and nothing to do.
it's so quirky. I think you'll like it.
Yeah. No, I definitely like because I know about how the directors of like Infinity War and Endgame like directed like a few of the best episodes on Community. I heard, so that's like one of the things that I've wanted to.
Yeah, almost all of them they directed, and like I didn't realize that until like I'm sitting there waiting for Endgame to come out. I'm like, wait, Joe and Anthony Russo.
So those names are familiar.
And I was like, okay, I had to Google it to make sure it was the same Joe and Anthony Russo, like because I was just like, it's probably a coincidence.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure like a lot of people were just like really. I wouldn't have known, but like I bet like a lot of people were like discouraged by the fact that they were like directing everything, and like after like only doing like comedy on like Community.
But and like they came out as like out the gate as such great directors, like with wasn't it? They did Civil War, but then Winter Soldier. I think or was I think that was their debut.
Yeah, that was I don't think the MCU, I believe.
Yeah, and that was like phenomenal.
I like how we're having like the nerdiest conversation while these guys are just like jamming in the back.
It adds to it, honestly. I love the like just background stuff that's going on in these episodes.
Yeah.
Like I have a few friends who are just like have dogs and stuff that you see the dog wander in, like. No.
Is that the missus? Did she ever make cameos on these shows for an extended period of time?
She sometimes sits in on the chats and everything. We'll have a few episodes and everything where she'll sit in.
Does she like listen to like the same kind of music as you?
A lot of it, yeah. Like she got me really into folk punk, too.
I'm sorry. What's the genre?
Folk punk. So like Andrew Jackson, Jihad, AJJ.
Oh, okay, I get where you're.
Like there's a few other great bands in that genre.
Yeah.
So, but
someone told me once that like I reminded them of like, or like at least my songwriting in a way for some of my songs like reminded them of like Andrew, whatever. I always forget his name. Too many syllables.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like we got a lot of variety on here as far as like we get the folk punk, we get the ska bands, we get the pop punk, we get emo. So it's like and then sometimes we'll just go like alternative and just have somebody completely different on, Yeah.
Sometimes I just go straight into like just generic pop. Like I will listen to like Billie Eilish and like Conan Gray and like those kind of people, honestly.
She's doing a lot of cool shit like right now.
Yeah,
for her age.
Yeah, like I see every time like someone reminds me of like how old she is and that she's younger than me. She's like the most popular like person in the world right now. Essentially, like I'm just like, what am I doing with my life?
So Are you familiar with the Suicide Machines? Like they were on the like Tony Hawk soundtrack. They're that song "New Girl."
Unfortunately, I am not. I only played like I played like the crappiest one, like when the series like went to hell, went to shit.
So they've just released an album, and it charted. It was weird. Like, so we were kind of like their singer was making a joke. He's like, "We're on Apple Music, and we charted alongside Billie Eilish." So people are being like, "Who the fuck are Suicide Machines?" Because they're from the '90s, you know.
That's probably like the best comeback you could ask for.
Right. Like, so it was just like, if you're gonna check out a ska band, check them out.
Gotcha. Yeah, I always like every time I see them live, like ska bands live, like I can't help but like do that one ska dance that everyone does. I can't even do it, but like that one where
You gotta.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, skanking.
I'll practice it in my free time.
So its purpose is to get you moving. So it did its job, you know.
Sorry, I got distracted by the comments.
Oh, you're good. I just saw one come up too.
Love you, Amy.
Sean, you are awesome.
Thanks for the highlight, man. Appreciate it.
So is there anything you guys want to plug right now?
I mean, we just dropped the music video for that song as well on the same day. Head Rush for our new song. I mean, I guess subscribe to youtube.com/Ivypaint. We're trying to get more video content out. Of course, the usual. Follow Spotify, Apple Music, etc., wherever you listen to music. And we opened up, as I said earlier, we opened up a merch store. So if you're looking for some, thanks, Jason. If you're looking for some nice pop punk merch,
Get out of here, bro.
there we go. Jason's a loyal homie.
He's your drummer, right?
Yeah, he is a drummer, but to be fair, he also just signs as the manager because he does a lot of the work that we're too young and immature to be able to do ourselves.
That's good to have a member like that, though, too. Like,
it's good to have a boomer. I'm kidding. Yeah, he's only a year older than Christian,
but by pure logic alone, that makes him the boomer of the group, though.
Yeah, he's the dad of the band, and then I'm the youngling, I'm the little baby boy.
Neither of my bandmates could really grow facial hair as well. So one tour, like, I had much more full beard, and like they both look so much younger. So like we're hanging out, walking around the University of Iowa campus, just kind of chilling. And then I felt like their dad, like bringing his sons to college.
Yeah, I definitely get that vibe as well when I'm like, I don't know. I feel like these guys are just like chaperoning me sometimes, even though
I don't know what he's doing.
You got
no. Jason does this weird thing where we all three of us talk to him about it. He grows his like goatee by itself, and like do what you want, man. But I don't know if I can appreciate the goatee. But Jason's a beautiful man, regardless.
For some reason, when you said he was like the dad of the group, I just pictured like that's what made me laugh just now. Is I pictured him putting you in timeout, like, "Hey, Sean, how's it going?" No, you don't talk to him. He is in timeout, sir.
Yeah, it's. I mean, if anything, he's always like keeping me in check. Like he's the kind of person to like spontaneously like FaceTime like twice, sometimes thrice a day. And be like,
Jason?
He's fully shaved right now. Yeah, Jason's definitely
of course.
a spontaneous FaceTimer.
So heavy.
Jason, update, guys.
Thank you. He's as young and beautiful as ever, despite being the dad.
I know. It's the best.
But yeah, these guys have been keeping busy with all that.
And anytime you guys want to come on, because we're getting low on time. Anytime you guys want to come on, you're welcome to. Just hit me up. I'll try to set up something.
Dude, I mean, what are like the general topics you always like usually discuss on these? Like besides like the music. Yeah.
We kind of did away with like the traditional interview after a couple episodes because like I had trouble thinking of talk points, and I realized it was kind of getting very similar, a few episodes in.
Yeah.
So we kind of just come up with like whatever topics we want to talk about. Like sometimes I just let the guest talk the whole time, like because
I like it conversational.
right. Like, and that's the thing is like it's. I was like, you know what? I'd rather have a chill chat with like and make some friends.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I feel like we can talk about like most everything like that comes to being nerdy and geeky.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Like video games, movies, TV shows, music.
For hours. Like, were we supposed to play songs? No, we got something to talk about right now.
No, I will gladly talk about like any like comic book movie or like even just like talk about like Blink-182 or just like Green Day or something like that, or just pop up,
Hell yeah. And honestly, like I think that makes it more fun too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, everybody's got something to say. Everybody's got something to like, they like to listen to or do. So shit. Like we've talked about me and my one friend Brian the other night. We're just sitting there talking for like almost 2 hours just about a bunch of random shit. Like,
Yeah. That's good though.
so that's it. The show's just meant to be chill and fun.
Yeah, hopefully next time we can have Jason on as well. He's got I mean, I don't know. He's got a lot of stuff going on with Corona. I mean, he's safe. All of his family is safe. I should preface that. But I mean, I guess we should all be taking it more seriously. However, his family is a little bit more strict on that, so he is still stranded and quarantined, of course.
Me and my bandmates are gonna end up doing like a social distancing episode where we're all coming on separate on here, and just asking each other to play each other's songs. Like, hey, I like that one you wrote. Play that one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, can you have more than 2 people on screen at once, or like 2 cameras?
You could do up to 6 on screen, and then you can have 10 in the room.
Oh, that's cool.
So you could cycle through. Like,
okay,
it's kind of rad, like in a way, like. But it's Zoom. You can go a lot more people, but like it's like I liked this a little bit better. It was a little more intuitive and for a broadcast.
Yeah. How'd you find out about like StreamYard?
So, are you in the Pop Punk networking group?
No, but Jason is.
Okay. So there's this band called A Few Too Many. Their guitarist Danny is the one who runs it.
Okay.
He also runs like the Pop Punk Catch Up and like another show. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Oh, okay. So this is like some dude's like website, like actually that like we kind of personally know.
Yeah. So he started using this, and I was like looking for something like this, and I asked him about it. And he says, "Yeah, it's pretty rad." So it was free to sign up, and I just played around with it. Here it is.
It seems like it's a lot like more user friendly than I was expecting.
Yeah, you can do a lot of cool branding stuff with it too. Like, I mean, we have our little Unplugged thing in the upper right corner right here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
So it's cool.
But yeah.
It doesn't work with all setups. Like I've noticed, like a few of my friends who have like the stream key type setups doesn't really work as well with those. But
yeah. I mean, next time. Now I think about it, like we could have very well had Jason on technically, right, from his home.
Right, we could have just like brought him on another window. All right, next month follow-up episode.
No, I'm down.
We got the whole month open, so yeah, we should bring you guys back on. Just talk about whatever.
Are these like recorded? Or...
It's like Facebook Live right now.
Okay.
But it automatically saves to the videos on the page.
Okay, that's cool.
And like, so basically that link that I send you guys for the broadcast part of it, because there's the StreamYard link that brings you in to do it, but then I also send you guys what's going to be the actual video and broadcast if you guys wanted to share and whatever too.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, no, we'll definitely share that with the folks, the homies, over on our Instagram and other socials.
Hell yeah. I can send you guys how, like, if you guys wanted to download it too.
Okay.
I can send it to you that way. Actually, I could just download it and link it to you guys.
I mean, I feel like if the link is always open, then I'd rather like. I just feel bad about like making you save like an hour-long video like with a bunch of like gigabytes of storage being used for that. But I mean, honestly, it's all right. Like it's totally cool with just like the link leading to the video and whatnot.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll send it to you guys. Guys in the viewing audience, this has been Ivypaint from Orlando, Florida. If you guys missed our set and you're just tuning in now, it's not one to be missed.
Appreciate it, man.
The rare dudes, like if you caught this last part. So, yeah.
Dude, thank you so much for having us.
Hell yeah.
This is technically like, I don't know, like the first like interview in a way that we've like officially had, I feel like. So it's been a great debut for us.
That's awesome. Thank you guys for coming on. I'm glad I could at least give you that experience.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. All right. So, of course, stay safe. Brad, you yourself, all the people in the audience.
You as well. And guys,
go listen to it. Turn this song.
Go listen to the song.
Head Rush by Ivypaint, guys.
Banger. It's a bop.
You guys have a good night.
Sweet. Peace out, everybody.
Before I forget, guys, we are still raising some money. So we're doing the Chicago Battlefront tonight. Donate. The link is right here. It's in the description of the video. Yeah, it's anything we can to help right now, guys. So you guys all have a good night.